guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. Well, I didn't think I'd be back this soon talking about the continuing craziness involving the defense attorney, Bradley Rozzi, and Judge Gull. So apparently it's going to be a lot going on because she made some filings today of her own on the record, and I don't even know what to think. I did look up some information regarding a complaint against a judge, and I will post and we'll look at real quick what I was able to find out. But again, I'm not a lawyer and I don't pretend to be one on TV. I really am interested in all this stuff, but I'm not a lawyer, so I always check out a lot of other lawyers on YouTube. My favorite being the lawyer Peter Tragos. So he did one about yesterday's filings, and man, the poor guy's been covering like so many cases, he hasn't gotten to this one. So I'm assuming tonight or tomorrow he'll probably have another update, considering that this is so huge in the Delphi case. So let me pull up her initial filing for the day. So she filed like a few of them today, three main big ones that she did file in court through on the record, and this to me was the biggest because it's a response to Attorney Rozzi's filings yesterday, and I don't think that this is the end of things. I have a feeling that this is going to be a battle that has, both sides are ready for at this point. So the filing that she filed first, it looks like, I believe this was the first one that she filed, considering that its response is a response to Bradley Rozzi's filings yesterday. She states, court notes filings by former attorney Rozzi on October 25th, 2023, and takes no action. Attorney Rozzi withdrew from this matter on October 19th, 2023, and is no longer counsel of record. These filings, therefore, are ordered stricken from the record. Clerk of the court ordered to remove the pleadings from the electronic case file in chronological case summary as being filed in error, dated October 27, 2023, signed Francis C. Gull, Special Judge Carroll Circuit Court. Now, I think she's thinking this is going to be the end of it, or maybe she doesn't, because I think that Rossi's, I think he's ready for a battle at this, and my guess is we're either going to have Judge Gull on this case, or we're going to have Attorney Bradley Rozzi representing Richard Allen, along with one of the two new attorneys that she did appoint, and that's one of the other filings she put out today. But I just have a feeling that we're not going to have both after this is all said and done. And like I said yesterday, this is really disappointing that this is all happening, and it's bringing more heartache, on this case, and it's just awful in my opinion. It's just awful. All right, but this is what I was able to, I did look up about attorneys filing against judges in Indiana. And it has to go to the Indiana Commission on Judicial Qualifications. So I'm going to assume that Rozzi has already filed on this, either on the 25th or 26th. And also, because he filed everything else in court. So I'm going to assume he's already done this. And if not, I wouldn't know why, and here's what it states. In 1970, by constitutional amendment, Indiana joined the increasing number of states to create commissions of lawyers and lay citizens to screen and investigate allegations of judicial misconduct and, when appropriate, to file judicial disciplinary charges. Today, each of the 50 states and the District of Columbia has a judicial Conduct Commission. The Indiana Commission on Judicial Qualifications is a forum for complaints alleging judicial ethical misconduct. Its goal is to assist the judiciary in maintaining the appropriate balance, independence, and accountability. The commission was established by Article 7, Section 9 of the Constitution. Its statutory authority is in Indiana Code 33-38-13-1. A Supreme Court Admission and Discipline Rule 25 sets out the scope of the Commission's role in the disciplinary process and provides the rules by which judicial misconduct cases are investigated and prosecuted. The Qualifications Commission itself does not remove, suspend, or formally discipline judges. Only the Indiana Supreme Court has that jurisdiction to impose formal judicial discipline. The Commission's function is to investigate complaints concerning Indiana judges and to determine whether a particular complaint has merit. Serious cases may result in charges of misconduct filed with the Supreme Court after a Commission investigation. Less serious cases may result in confidential warnings from the Commission. So basically, at this point, they can decide if there's merit, and then the Supreme Court, they would have to decide to remove Judge Gull, because I don't think she's going to remove herself. And obviously, Rozzi's saying, I never filed the paperwork. Because remember, last Thursday, October 19th, Baldwin did the oral withdrawal. She stated in that 3-minute or thereabouts on the record hearing that Rozzi was going to file paperwork to withdraw in the coming days. Obviously, he's decided not to do that. So because of that, and he's questioning the in-chambers meeting that they had before she went on the record in the courtroom, there's some discrepancies here. So looks like that we're going to have the Indiana Commission of Judicial Qualifications as well as the Supreme Court. They're going to have to decide how to handle this situation because, obviously somebody else has got to decide it above these guys. And neither one of them is going to remove themselves voluntarily. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it really, really is crazy to me that this is happening. And I mean, there's just so many other things that should be going on. And I think that Rozzi ought to stay if Richard Allen wants him to stay on, because let's be honest, he has created a relationship. They've created a attorney-client relationship, okay? So unless Richard Allen wants him to be gone and there's legitimate issues, then he should not be removed unless he wants to. And it does sound like they were allegedly, according to Rozzi's filings, he was threatened if he didn't withdraw from the case that, things would go really bad for them. So could there have been sanctions against him, and might there still be? I suppose that's possible, but it sounds like there's some issues on her side of things too, if Rozzi's, filings are correct. I mean, she's been a judge, and I was looking up her information as well. She's been serving for more than 20 years. Judge Gull has served as the administrative judge of the Superior Court's Criminal Division, and she has been, as far as the Allen Superior Court, she's been serving since January 1st of 1997. So she's been doing this, and she's been serving over, 25 years on the bench. She served back in the 80s. She was with the prosecutor's office. So she has lots of experience, and she's very well known and respected, like I previously stated, in Indiana and as far as, the area is concerned. That said, I mean, there's some issues between what the defense believes is being treated fairly, or they feel like they're being treated wrongly, and what she feels is appropriate. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to see. I mean, this is just, to me, it's just so crazy. All right. And she also filed today the new court-appointed counsel for Richard Allen. And I have to think that these guys are probably like sitting back going, I don't want to be a part of this right now. I mean, they're thinking, I don't want to get into all this hot mess. I mean, I wouldn't want to get into this hot mess myself. So I don't know if they're actually doing anything or if they're going to kind of sit and wait to see what's going on as far as these new filings. And I don't know if she could just throw something out like that. I don't know as far as that's concerned. So I'm definitely going to be following that. But I don't think it's as easy as what she filed today. That doesn't seem to me. That doesn't seem fair to the accused, to Richard Allen. If he doesn't want Rozzi gone, then he has the ability to speak up on that. So she filed this one, and it states the defendant remains entitled to court-appointed counsel. Court appoints attorney Robert Screeman and attorney William S. Librato as contract public defenders to represent the defendant. Counsel ordered to enter their appearances as public defenders on behalf of the defendant. So again, I've never heard of these two attorneys, so I don't really know. And I'm going to look it up about them, but I don't even know if we're going to have both of them or either one of them really end up serving on this case. I mean, there's just so much up in the air right now. So I suppose we'll see what happens, because there's going to be a lot of movement, I think, next week in this case. I mean, this is like dropping, it's like they're just, mic dropping on each other constantly here. So I think that we're going to hear so much more from Rozzi and Gull in the coming days. And the last filing that she did file today has to do with the media. So it sounds like she's mad. Okay, here's what she filed. The court has received requests for media coverage of the October 31st, 2023, 9 a.m. hearing from the following media outlets: News Nation, Law and Crime, Court TV, and Channel 13 WTHR. In light of the unauthorized filming and broadcasting of pre-hearing activities in the courtroom on October 19th, 2023, the court denies these requests in full. I don't recall any airings of pre-hearing anything. I mean, I could be wrong. It sounds to me like she is teed off because of Rozzi's filings and all this happening today. It just sounds like she's on a rampage to me. She's like, nope, Rozzi, you're out. These two new guys are in, and media, hell with you. That's what it sounds like to me. That's just my take on it. But, so I don't know. It just sounds like she's pissed off. And, but her word can go. I mean, she doesn't have to allow the media in there. It really sucks. But, I mean, that doesn't mean they're not going to be able to report on what's going on. But is there truly going to be such a hearing on the 31st? You got to wonder what's going to truly happen next week. Because I don't think anything is going to happen the way we thought. It's just insane. It is crazy. So, again, let me know what you guys think of all this stuff. I'm trying to do some research, and I'll do some more research on these two newly appointed attorneys. Although I don't know, again, if they're going to be permanent. Guess we'll see what's going on with these complaints against the judge, and seeing if Rozzi's going to still come out fighting. But with that said, that's all I've got for this one. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And most of all, stay safe.